take pride. No beer on Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Hello. How is everyone doing tonight? To the 5 people up sitting out there listening to this, we're going to have a great time. Everybody continue to keep eating and drinking your beer. I'm going to try to make you laugh. If you get choked up, because I'm not going to pay for your medical bills, it's on you. You should have had enough sense to stop eating and drinking. It's great to be here in this place. We have like 10 televisions going all at one time. It's hard to focus in, man, on one television, man, when you got 12 of them all around you. And they're on different sports, man. Football, wrestling, basketball. I didn't think you even see soccer over there. Soccer's a good one, man. It really is. Doesn't require a lot of training, just to kick stuff. I love kicking stuff, man. And I'm good at it, too. That does not mean I belong on the soccer field, you know? And some of those people don't belong on the soccer field, too, because they just bounce. You know, it's kind of like the wrestling thing. Not wrestling, but in the octagon, man. The octagon, man. Those are some crazy people, I tell you. Those dudes are crazy. And they say, oh, you know, he's got a lot of technique. No, he doesn't. He's just breaking people's arms and stuff. Give up! You can do it. I just see people do that in the alley all the time. They never had no cameras on them, though. There was a lot of police around, though. They would lock them up, which is a good place for them to be at, man. You go around breaking arms and breaking legs, man, that's where you belong, you know? I always liked playing basketball, man. Basketball was my sport. Well, obviously it wasn't my sport because I'm not playing right now. I never did it for a living. But I love playing basketball, man. I just used to like getting out there on the court and playing against people. That was fun. And I got my training, man, against adults, man, when I was out in the streets playing ball. That's where I learned how to cuss. Because every time a person would shoot a shot, they would cuss, that mother, you know. They would say those things, man. Then I'd go home and get slapped like across the room from my father, you know. Where'd you learn that at? On the streets. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you back onto the streets, you know. My dad didn't play around, man. My dad had a black belt. Now, he wasn't a karate expert. He just had a black belt that was around his waist. And he had a technique for it, too, man. You make a man just flip it off. We knew what was going to happen. Now, and most people, you know, like, when their father or somebody whips them, they try to go to their mom, get a little, you know, relief. Mom, please. She said, well, you in next in line because I'm going to whip you next, you know. And my parents, they weren't abusive or nothing like that. I just feel like they need to implement that back into the system. Let people beat their kids, man. Never hurt me. I'm still down up here telling jokes about it now. Maybe they might become a comedian. Who knows? Kids, man, it's funny though, man, because I work in the school system. And I see kids all the time. I do. And I'm tired of seeing kids. Bad kids, you know. Because there's a lot of bad kids in schools, man. I mean, they're scary. I worked in the elementary schools and the high schools. I work in the high school now, but in the elementary schools, people say, what is the difference? I said, in the elementary schools, the kids look like angels, and they act like demons. And in high school, they look like demons, and they act like demons, you know? So there's no difference, basically. And kids in high school, all of them look suspicious, man. They look like they're about to do something. I walk through the hallways and you speak to them, and they don't say anything to you. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Okay, I guess you're just not going to speak to me, huh? But it's all right, though, man. And you wonder why society is the way it is. And I don't like to stress about a lot of things that's going on in society, because a lot of people say, oh, yeah, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, everybody's stressing about this. Only thing I worry about nowadays is just trying to get out of my job. That's it. I don't care nothing about what's going on politically or nothing. I just want to be able to find some type of way to get away from my job. And I always feel like it's like one of those bad episodes from Mission Impossible. Remember the ones back in the 60s? That's what I always feel when I'm going to work. How can I escape this place? Because it's so stressful, man, going to a job. I hate going to a job. I don't want to ever go back to a job ever again. I'm just waiting for retirement. And I probably got about 10 more years to go or so. But if I can figure a way to get out of my job, I feel like I probably won the lottery. Has anybody ever won the lottery? No, probably not. And I think those people are created. You ever see those people on television? They say, because you say, I've never met anybody who's ever won the lottery, so I know they don't exist. These are actors. You can always see somebody named Billy Bob. I'm glad I won my last lottery. I had won, last time I won was like $5, but this time I won $1 million. I'm like, come on, Billy, I ain't never seen you before ever. Then Billy walks away from the camera. Billy goes out to his limo, you know, starts talking completely different. You know, drive me over here to Starbucks, I want to have me a coffee, you know. It's like, come on, man, these people are creative. And they always claiming they don't have any money. The lottery packs in all this money, year after year, day after day, minute after minute. But then we never have any money, man, in our state. That makes no sense. This guy's taking a picture of me. I don't want to have a picture taken of me because I got a criminal record, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got one too? Oh, you all right. Black and white guy with a criminal record. That's something we share. We love each other. You know?
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, it sounds like a movie. It's not starring you or me, you know? We ain't gonna make no money. I could be a movie star. I could, man. I could play a great black person. I could. I could be a great black person in a movie. Let's make a movie now. Black person on stage in front of all these people, not making anybody laugh. Yeah, what about that? That'd be a great script. We ain't even gotta write the script. He said, just act. There you go, okay. Can I tell my first bad joke? Yeah, go right ahead. You've been doing good before I stepped up here, so. I love telling jokes in front of people I don't know. It's great. Because if you tell jokes in front of people you do know and it doesn't work out, they're going to make you remember it for the rest of your life. So, man, I remember that time when you sucked. What time was that? That was every time, you know? Because you don't want to do it. You like doing it in front of people you don't know, man. Because if it don't work out, I can go home and say, how'd you do? I did great. Everybody applauded me. They followed me out to my car and they applauded me and it just kept going and kept going. See, one time I had this happen to me. It didn't work out for me and I did bad. And they booed me, and then when I got to my car, they booed me again. And then when I got to my job, and I was about to get out of my car, and I was in the morning, the guy got out and said, boo! I said, hey man, where you come from? I said, the show's been over for 17 hours. I just want to make sure I get that last boo in, you know? And then you go to like black places and stuff and do it for the black people, man, they will be honest with you. They will tell you in the beginning that you suck. They said, man, you suck. I said, man, I ain't even told a joke yet. That's all right. You just look like you're going to suck, you know? White people, though, they'll tell you something, but they'll lie to you. Oh, you're doing a good job, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Then later on, after you walk out the door, then they tell other people, yeah, he didn't do it great at all, you know? Don't bring him back up here. That's like Mark. Mark lies to me all the time. Mark's always telling me I'm doing a great job. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. What am I doing, Mark? I'm doing bad, you know? Mark's a good guy, though, man. Just sold me a guitar, man. Sold me a guitar, and I don't even know how to play it, you know? It just sounded good to have one. Oh, I got a guitar. You know how to play? No. I just spent some money on something I don't know how to. It's like buying a car you don't even know how to drive. Yeah, I bought me a car. You know how to drive? No, but I bought one, you know? It looks good to just say you got a car. Please don't get in it, you know? There's a lot of idiots, man, on the streets who do not know how to drive a car. And with all the constructions and stuff going on nowadays, it's very hard to actually drive on the streets. So we don't need any more knuckleheads because the construction people have become knuckleheads. Everywhere you go, man, there's a construction site. I mean, it's like crazy, dude. I seen the mayor get on there and he tried to explain when we were going to get this construction stuff over with. And he had a press conference. And he said, well, the construction is going to be ending sometime in 2000 and never. 2000 and never? What is that, you know? But I don't understand it, man, because I feel like you could probably do this construction work some other time. Don't do it in the middle of rush hour traffic and everybody in the world's off, you know? Why don't you just pick a good time somewhere else in another state? And I hate, man, when they detour you different places, man, when you drive. I got detoured so many times. One day, man, I ended up in Denver. You know, I was like, hey, this ain't Kentucky. There ain't no white people here. There ain't no black people here. It's just snow, you know? But the thing about driving is, why don't you pull this cord, man? Was it got some type of malfunction? That's right. You're the black person, the cord, man, that messes up. Give me some electricity. Plus, Mark sit over here and he sweated all over the equipment, so you know what I mean? Somebody's probably going to get electrocuted. I would like to be in sports right now because there's a lot less stress when you're doing comedy. Because in sports, man, you have other people, man. If things don't work out, you can blame it on them, you know? If you're on a basketball team and you got 12 people on the team, you don't do well. So, well, he didn't pass me the ball. That's what happened. Yeah, but in comedy, if you mess up, you can't blame it on nobody else. You can blame it on the microphone or something. Oh, man, it's the microphone's fault. No, it ain't the microphone's fault. It's your fault. You ain't funny. That's what it is. In music, though, you can do that, too. You know, when you like Mark can play the guitar. Some people say, well, my guitar was malfunctioning and I was trying to sing and it just didn't work out. Yeah, okay, Mark. You and the guitar sucks. You see what I'm saying? But see, what you need to do is get you a band. Get you a drummer, get you a musician, guitarist, a flutist, whoever, and then everybody can share in that burden. Get that right, Mark? Why are you walking up here now?
Sit down.
I thought you was going to cut off the mic on me or something.
You got another hour.
I got another hour, okay. Another hour would not make people laugh, right, Mark?
Yeah.
I think you just like embarrassing me, don't you? Oh, you're doing a great job. Keep going up there. Yeah, makes you look bad, and then I look better, you know? So people say, oh, that comic, you suck, but, you know, the musician, he was pretty great. Yeah, you know? Takes the attention off of you, right? You want them type of people, man, that like call the police on people real quick, don't you? You know? Man, you just did this, man. Give me my phone, you know? And nowadays there's a lot of tension, man. A lot of tension. We don't want to have any tension. No tension. Everybody needs to get along, love each other. You know what I'm saying? Forget race. I just hate those people that lie to you, though. They say, oh, I don't see race. I'm colorblind. I don't want no colorblind person, man, on the street. That means they're going to run every light. I didn't know what color it was. Yeah. Okay. You know how much his ticket's going to cost, though, don't you? I got to stop by on cop one day just recently. And I was rushing to go do some comedy. And he said, where are you going to, man? You're going so fast. And I said, yeah, well, I got somewhere I got to entertain some people. Well, see if you can entertain this. He gave me a $500 ticket. I said, yeah, I'm entertaining it downtown at the courthouse. And down at the courthouse, man, that's a funny thing because when you're going through the metal detectors, there's always something that's going to make you have to go back, whatever, and take something off. You take your belt off, you take your shoes off, take your watch off, you take your hat off, you take your gold teeth off, if you're a pimp, you know what I mean? But, like, I got smart one time. I said, man, forget it, you know. I'm tired of doing this. Everything I have on is going to make this metal detector go off. I just went down there butt naked. I guess, hey, I'm going through it clear now. Yeah, you come on through. Now, you put your hands behind your back, too, because you're going to jail, you know. Indecent exposure. Did y'all cause this? You just let me go through. I know I got a metal plate in my head, but it's okay, you know. Look, I am going to end this because it is time to move on to a more talented actor. This guy is an actor. That's what he is. He pretends to play guitar and be my friend, you know. He's not really my friend. See, because you got to have good friends, man, especially when you're doing bad behind the mic. And they can pat you on the back. Oh, it's okay. Don't cry. Don't kill yourself. I ain't going to kill myself. I'm just going to beat you up because you let me up here. You have a good night.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to take you a little break.